What's up, gamers, players, casuals, and everything in between? This week we welcome you to episode 24 of the weekly patch notes. I'm your host, Kid Kojo. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, starting with Thamziri. What's up, fam?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you?
I'm alive, man. I'm alive. Next up, we have Maxwell. Maxwell, what's up?
Hey, man. I'm all good, thank you.
Awesome. As always, our social media handles and links are in the description, so don't worry about missing out on any info. Alongside those are links to any articles or information with relevancy. With all that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Extra Skip. Any and all support is welcome. Now, let's get into some gaming tidbits, starting off with some admin and announcements. Anything from anyone?
Yes.
Yo, I can't remember. Yeah, go Max.
I just want to say that I was watching forgot what the YouTuber's name is, but I was watching two videos recently, actually. One was about Demon Slayer, about how it's not that great of an anime, and I completely agree with that. Demon Slayer is a cack anime. Then the other one was about, IG models going to Dubai and all of that stuff. Always known about it, but I didn't know there were actual videos dissecting it and things like that. People should check it out. It's from Kira TV. You guys know about the whole Dubai model stuff?
Yes.
East.
Yeah.
I bet.
Kira TV.
Yeah, he makes good videos. Okay, so is that all the admin stuff?
Okay, I suppose I can let people know that Lies of P. Wait, by the time this comes out, it'll already be up. Okay, so people should check out the Lies of P death counter video that is going to be up. Should be up.
Alrighty then. Okay.
I guess we can put like a card at the top of the video for that.
Okay then. Alright, thanks guys. Now, let's move on to the gaming news. Max, what's been happening in the gaming world?
All right. How to start this off? Okay, I guess let me start it off with talking about Xbox versus FTC. That has been wrapped up, as everybody knows now. And yes, we have not been touching upon it yet because we're waiting for the judge's decision. Everybody expected her decision would come out this past week, but it has not. So by the time this episode comes out, hopefully she still hasn't let her decision known. But when she does give a decision, we will dissect things thoroughly. So all of your Xbox shills who think we don't give any attention to Microsoft and Xbox, we will, but we just want to give it the fullest and best attention that we can. So that is on pause until the decision comes out. And again, I restate, we're all expecting her to give Microsoft the go-ahead. It really looks unlikely that she's going to side with the FTC, but we shall see. Never say never. Then, moving on from there, I would like to go into a bit of some somber news, unfortunate news. Forgive me if my pronunciation is inaccurate, but Emile Morel, the creative director of Beyond Good and Evil 2, passed away this past week at the age of 40, where a cause of death had not been announced. And this is a small bit of news to put in the news segment, but I felt the kind of topic it is, it's better not to put it in the news blitz, and it's more respectful to put it in the news segment. So moving on from there, we go into Yuji Naka. You remember, guys, about the insider trading story and how he was found guilty and he made a plea against the sentence he was handed?
Oh, yeah.
Please tell me he escaped from prison or something, because I'm tired of hearing about this guy.
Yeah, no, this is probably the end of everything. So, just to give people a quick reminder, he schemed basically insider trading, blah, blah, blah. The original sentence was a 2-year jail sentence with a fine of $1.8 million. Some people are reporting as $1.2 million, but with these kind of things, we never really know what exactly is going to be the thing. So instead of serving that, he will have to, instead of serving the 2 years and the 1.8 million fine or 1.2 million fine, he will have to pay the fine, and he gets a suspended sentence of 4 years. So what a suspended sentence means is that he won't see the inside of a jail cell, and he's free as long as the length of the 4 years, he doesn't break any of the guidelines to his suspended sentence. Basically, he's going to be monitored for the next 4 years that he doesn't break. He's been given specific guidelines, and if he doesn't break any of those guidelines, he's all good. And the judge cited saying Yuji Naka seemed remorseful for his actions. And I find that kind of funny given the fact that Yuji Naka was found guilty on 2 separate accounts of insider trading. But hey, you know, the rich don't go down that easily. So yeah, Kojo, this storyline is basically pretty much done. I doubt Yuji Naka will be stupid enough to try anything within those 4 years. And then, for the final news story or news piece, Tommy, do you know Peter Molyneux?
Yo, I know.
Kojo?
That is a name I haven't heard of in years, but yes, I do know him.
Yeah, I expected Kojo would know. Tommy, you're more like myself, where you don't really get involved with the personnels of gaming. You just play the game most of the time.
Right.
So, given an overview, Peter Molyneux is a game designer who is famous for designing many games, specifically the Fable series. And he's infamous for overhyping and overpromising on games and not delivering. So it seems like after being gone and quiet for a while, the man is back and announcing that he has an upcoming game that does things players have never seen before. So people are having a laugh about how, because when he came back, he made a statement that he's gonna, something along the lines of he's gonna dumb down on all the hype he builds for games and stuff like that, and let the game speak for themselves. More or less, that's what he said, not verbatim. And now people are taking a dig at him because his next game, he's basically hyping it up, saying it's gonna do stuff you've never seen before. Obviously, it probably won't. But people are interested to see what exactly his next game is going to be, despite the fact that he is a hype man. A lot of people are not excited to hear he's back, but other people are like, it's been a little quiet without him. Let's see what he does. But yeah, that's it for the gaming news section. Anything you guys want to add?
Gaming newsworthy? Nah, not really. Truly.
Yeah, and ain't got nothing really on the gaming news side as well. But yeah, thanks a lot, Maxwell. Thanks for that. Peter Molyneux, yeah, I genuinely forgot about that guy a long time ago. But I'm curious to see what he's working on next. Morbid curiosity, I guess. All right. Now, let's move on to the gaming corner, which is me. Starting off with the releases of the week. It's been a very, very, very quiet week. Pretty much, we only have 2 games to talk about. The first one is a game called Guilt, released on July 6th, 2023. And this game, I won't be surprised if none of you have never heard of this game before, because it came out as a Google Stadia exclusive. Yes, Google Stadia had exclusives.
Man, like I know what they released.
But yeah, this is the only Google Stadia exclusive that I know of. So, however, it is now making its appearance on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. So, hey man, more people get to enjoy it, which is cool. And then the last game we're going to talk about is a game called The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie, released on PlayStation 5.
Wait, hold on. Did you say the name of a game which is coming from Stadia?
Yeah, I said Guilt.
Oh, I thought Guilt was one game, and then you were introducing a new game.
I was waiting to.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, good,
so
bro.
Guilt is the Google Stadia game. My bad.
Okay.
And yeah, so the next game or final game, is a game called The Legend of Heroes: Trails into Reverie, released on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC on July the 7th, 2023. And that is it for the releases of the week. Now, let's talk about, I don't know where to put this. I'll just put it in the gaming corner. So let's talk about Mortal Kombat 1. Everybody knows Mortal Kombat 1, right? It was announced back in May with a really cool CG trailer. Everybody was hyped and all of that stuff.
Was that May?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, time has passed.
Yeah. So it was a while ago, but we got some news. We saw actual gameplay at Summer Games Fest, and then there was a stress test, and people were playing it. And I've seen a lot of footage. There were only 4 characters in the stress test: Kenshi, Katana, Liu Kang, and Sub-Zero, and 3 cameo characters: Jax, Sonya, and Kano. But a lot of people had fun with that. I saw some cool combos. But on the evening of July the 6th, or not, evening for us, let me just say on July the 6th, NetherRealm held their first combat cast for Mortal Kombat 1. And what the combat cast is pretty much just a developer walkthrough, where they get a few people to talk about the game in certain aspects. So what they did was they talked about 2 characters. They went in depth with 2 characters, Johnny Cage and Scorpion. They showed the combat and everything, their combos and how they work, and then they ended the combat cast with a full proper match of those 2. And they talked a bit about cameos, what they represent. But one of the biggest, but the highlight for a lot of people for the combat cast was the trailer that they led with in the beginning. They opened up the combat cast with a trailer called it was called the Lin Kuei trailer. If you don't know what Lin Kuei is a clan in Mortal Kombat 1. Yep, the ninjas. And the trailer revealed a lot of cool things. It revealed, firstly, that everybody's favorite boy Smoke is back. I'm happy to see Smoke back. He hasn't been a base character game since MK9 back in 2011, and he looks really cool in this. They also revealed 4 cameo characters. Scorpion, who is also a base character, but he's revealed to be a cameo character as well. Sector and Cyrax, which I'm really hyped for because I really like Sector and I like Cyrax as well. And Frost, who was a base character in Mortal Kombat 11, but she is a cameo character in Mortal Kombat 1. However, it doesn't mean that she may not be a base character in Mortal Kombat 1, because there are crossovers. I thought that both rosters would be completely different, but there are crossovers, which I'm kind of bummed about, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it makes it more confusing. But yeah, they did mention themselves that base characters can also be those cameo characters, but cameo characters won't necessarily be base characters.
Yeah, they did. It does make it a little bit confusing, and it is because the thing is, I feel like them repeating characters takes the place of characters that they could have brought back 50, not 50 years, but all those years ago. Mortal Kombat is 30 years old now. They have a whole list of random characters. If I was to say characters Maxwell, do you know a character called Cobra?
No.
Exactly. Mortal Kombat has some.
Cobra, was he red?
Characters. No, he was a white dude.
Okay, I thought it was a ninja in red.
No, Ninja Red is Ermac. No, Ermac is not a ninja, but no.
No, he was eventually turned out not to be a ninja, but in the original games, he was a ninja, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
But we had all those palette swap ninjas.
Yeah. So you mean they had random characters like Cobra, Chameleon, Nitara. They could literally bring those characters back.
I remember Chameleon.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But then they're choosing to reuse base character, but anyway, it's whatever.
Although I will say this, originally when MK11 came out, I was really not interested in it in the sense of, cool, another fighting game. If I get my chance to play it, definitely. If I don't, I'm not missing out on anything. After seeing what MK1 is all about and them refreshing things, I'm not gonna lie, the storyline looks interesting and it actually has me interested in what the hell happened in MK11. Like, I always knew the rough concepts of MK11, of what the storyline was about. You know, it was kind of like an end of a line, multi-dimensional time travel type of shenanigan type of stuff, because from the trailers and stuff like that, where they had the two Johnny Cages meeting, if you remember that trailer, and all of that stuff. But then with what I'm seeing of Mortal Kombat 1, the new story and direction they're going is, it feels better realized. And looking at it now, thinking about it, I can understand why they went for a soft reset, because I think with the other Mortal Kombat, trying to juggle the storyline and all of that stuff, it was getting clunky and unwieldy, where they were trying to honor the original arcade stuff. And the original arcade stuff, I don't think they really cared about the storyline. It was more stuff like, hey, here's the character's background, just to make things sound cool. Like, I think Tekken is another example of people having wacky ass backgrounds, and then those backgrounds, as the series get older, getting more fleshed out and realized to be more grounded. And I think it was about time Mortal Kombat went through a similar thing. So this storyline actually looks cool to me, and especially with how the Lin Kuei is now not just a Sub-Zero division, but just a ninja division, where you can have all these different ninjas with different abilities within the same faction. That looks cool to me.
Yeah, no, that is going to be interesting, because the trailer also showed off like some of the ninjas. Like, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, it's a trailer, but I suggest you go watch the trailer. It shows off some of their like ambitions, or for lack of a better word, like their drives and goals, especially Sub-Zero and his, what he wants out of the Lin Kuei and stuff like that. But to reply to your thing of soft reboot, Maxwell, they did this with MK9 in 2011.
Did they though? Because I felt like
Yes.
MK9 was still trying to honor the foundations of the original Mortal Kombat. Like, don't stray too far from how things were. Like, about how Noob Saibot came to be, how there's a rivalry between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, things like that. We can tweak things, but let's not change it too far. Because like in this new storyline, they're brothers. Who would have seen that coming?
They're brothers, but I don't know if they're blood brothers.
I assume that they were, because in the new trailer, Sub-Zero has that line to to Smoke, where he's like, we may not be what was it, blood brothers or something, but you're still my brother, something along those lines.
It was Scorpion to Smoke. It was Scorpion to Smoke, not Sub-Zero.
It wasn't Sub-Zero?
No, it was Scorpion.
Oh, look at me not paying attention. But yeah, no, the story looks interesting. Yeah, so you're telling me that MK9, because I jumped into the whole MK thing, like playing, not knowing what goes on, but playing specifically. I started at 10. 9, I looked at them like, yeah, nah, not for me. It didn't look that great. And 10 was just like, whoa, this looks good. Because I still remember the Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Armageddon, and all of those things where it just got bloated and I got burnt out.
Yeah. But yeah, they did a soft reboot with MK9. That's why they just call it Mortal Kombat. They didn't call it MK9 or anything. They just called it Mortal Kombat.
I see.
But
yeah,
anyway,
hopefully this is the last reboot, because their naming conventions are beginning to get as bad as Xbox naming convention.
No, it's bad. And Moise Kuroko made a video, or he talked about it on stream, about how he started the way people name games nowadays. And he, Mortal Kombat was what brought on the conversation. He mentioned other games. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to talk a bit about the Kombat cast. Sorry if I spent long on Mortal Kombat. Any other gaming corner related news, guys?
New.
I've got one, a simple one.
Cool.
About the Game Pass games coming out in July. So basically, Microsoft released a list for the Game Pass games coming out this month, and it starts off with Arcade Paradise, July 3, which comes out on all Game Pass platforms. GTA 5, which is returning on July 5, which is only for console. Sword and Fairy, Together Forever, July 5 as well, all platforms. Mac Pixel 3, July 6, all platforms. Commonhood, July 11, all platforms. Insurgency Sandstorm, July 11, PC only. Exoprimal, July 14. I'm surprised at getting Exoprimal right out of the package, but it must show that Capcom really wanted to do well. That's coming out on all platforms. I say July 14, I believe. Tectonica, July 18, all platforms. And The Cave, July 18, console only.
Nice. I think I did hear something about the Exoprimal being a Game Pass game, which is interesting because, like you said, it shows that they really want the game to do well, or they may not have the biggest faith in that it will sell copies. It's one or the other.
No, I think it's the latter, because in as much as Game Pass is enticing service, for publishers, it's more along the lines of, if you're an indie or small platform, you want to broaden your market. So it's a no-brainer to go to Game Pass. Whereas if you're a bigger publisher, if you're not sure how the sales are going to go, bring it onto Game Pass. Because you're not going to see, like you rightly said months ago, that you're not going to see things like Elden Ring and stuff like that coming out day one on Game Pass. They'll probably come out years later. Or maybe do an exclusive for another platform, and now they're going onto the Xbox platform for the first time, and it's like, okay, let's put it on Game Pass. So Game Pass is still a thing of publishers trying to risk manage. So if anybody's trying to go out there and be like, nah, everybody wants to go on Game Pass, like, no, it's not that great, but at the same time, it's not as bad as Sony, what's his name, trying to make it seem, saying every publisher hates Game Pass. No, that's not true. Obviously, it's not true. You can't make blanket statements like that. But then again, I don't think he said all publishers. I think he just said publishers, and people started running with all publishers.
Right.
But yeah, that's a random rant. But yeah.
No, those are some interesting games coming to Game Pass. I hope people check them out. So, with that being said, guys, we hope you're enjoying the show. A quick reminder to like, subscribe, and follow so we can get the show to more people. I'm your host, Kojo. With me are Max and Tommy. Let's keep the conversation going. Let's move on to the Twitch and YouTuber news. Tommy, please tell me you have some spice for us, because, yeah.
Okay, as for
This
spice.
past week, so much has happened.
Yeah, thing is, for me, I don't know which ones to really talk about. I mean,
All
I guess. I suppose. Okay, but I'll brief it. I mean, okay, so first of all, starting off, this one doesn't even actually have like look, what I'm going to do in the description, I'm gonna leave a trail of videos for you guys to watch and you guys be your own judge, you know, on that type of stuff. So I'm sure, so I don't know if you guys have been seeing a lot of Ms. Kiff's videos are now including Pokimane in them, like actually the two of them chatting, you know, discussing certain things. But as of late, bruh, like obviously, can't also obviously because not many people know. As of late, Pokimane's been, you know, on the whole thing of maybe taking a break from streaming this and this, but not too hectically. You know, she's also stated her stance on Kick versus Twitch, you know, as well as even some of the information that she divulged about Twitch, whereby the Twitch CEO was like, yo, this is embarrassing. You know, how could you be, you know, doing this and this? But like as of late, I think it's getting to her, bruh, to a point where so many people are saying, oh, Pokimane is, you know, there's something shady going around with her still sticking with Twitch after everything that they've done, you know, this and that. And no one really knows the answer to it. So a lot of people like starting to throw shade at her, this and this, and it started to bring out her nasty ways back then. And now everyone's just like, okay, let's just see what's going to happen if she's going to cancel another person's, you know, streaming or content creation career like she's done in the past. So that's one. Now, the next one.
I'd like to add to that one that maybe my timing is off here because I don't really remember that well. But didn't Kick also introduce that thing where you can now filter your content, where you can turn off hot tub streams and gambling stuff, and people are like, okay, Pokimane, what do you have to say to that? You were complaining about this, now they've done that.
Well, there was a video where she says, regardless, being a woman in the streaming game is very difficult because no one likes to hear our stories, this and this and that and that. So it's like, okay, we have the ability to turn off, it's not even pay to win, bro. It's sexy to win type streams and all this and this and supporting women. But then you're still saying that you feel unheard. We're trying to hear you, but that's a whole other conversation. Hey, that's gonna cause fights.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me bring out my world's smallest violin.
You see, so Pokimane is just, I don't know. It's time for it to retire, in my opinion. Like, if you ever watch this for whatever reason, Hade. But anyways,
it would never come into her sphere of existence. We're in different galaxies. We could talk the most shit, and she will never ever know about this.
Facts. Okay, so next one, very short, but we're very happy. For those of you who have seen our content creator tier list, the one that we marked as S tier, Video Game Donkey, is expecting a baby donkey with his wife Leah B. So early on in the year, they got married. Not even early on in the year, 2019, they got married. And then earlier on in the year, they did say that they were trying. And now it seems like we're going to get a baby donkey coming very soon. Yep. He's going to grow up with such awesome parents and such dope ass dad, honestly. She. Yes, my
it's
bad.
It's a baby girl, and he announced it on his Uncharted 4 Revisited video. Yeah.
So I'm really happy for the couple. Very much so. So we'll definitely, because even in the previous episode where we mentioned about PewDiePie as well. Yeah.
Narrow-minded ingrate. Let us not presume the gender of a baby. The baby.
I know. Nigga, you saying this already? When you already said it was a girl. This guy. Wow.
I'm just following what the father said.
Yeah. So then. But anyways, so. Yeah, it's nice and short news. Okay, then the last piece of news. Now he is a content creator. Not in our space though, most definitely. But I don't know if any of you guys know who Adam22 is.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no.
Okay, so for those who don't know, Adam22 is a podcaster on No Jumper, the podcast, as well as running a plugged in podcast with his wife. What's her name again? Lena the Plug, yes. So Lena the Plug has recently signed a prawn contract, and one of her first scenes is going to be with a black dude. So y'all can already imagine how that's going to go. Now, this is Adam's wife. So I will leave the discussions to y'all to have in the comment section or whatever in your heads. But how would y'all feel, man? I don't know. But anyways, that's my piece.
Is his wife bad?
Very much so.
I need to Google this.
Yeah, very much so. But anyways, everyone's talking about it. Like, a lot of people are talking about it because No Jumper, Anyways, we'll leave the video there as well because, it does speak about prawn quite a lot. So we don't want to risk anything with YouTube and Sarah. Yeah. But she's not here anymore. Lol. But anyways, that is it for me and the content creator side. Susan, that's her name.
You racist.
What do you mean? Anyways, Kojo, anything from your side?
I've got a few things. Just one silly one and one interesting one. So the silly one. Have you guys heard of Threads?
I'm on it. I just posted one.
Whoa, you on it?
Nice.
Yes.
So you can tell us how it is.
Wait. Do you know that now that you've activated it, you cannot delete it unless you delete your Instagram profile?
I'm fine with that.
Damn. Me, I'm not cool with its conditions. Like, nah, it's a hostage situation. But power to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So how is it, man? How's Threads?
Well, I like it because you can post for longer actual shits. Conversations are also great. It literally just works like Instagram in the sense that rather than a photo, you're just scrolling through someone's conversation. That's pretty much it. But I mean, NSFW stuff is very much still like monitored hectically, so I can't fully have it replace Twitter. But then again, I've been using Reddit a whole lot more. You guys obviously know for what reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I just saw this article about the first person to reach 1 million followers on Threads, and it wasn't the founder of Threads or Meta, Mark
Of
Zuckerberg.
course.
It was Tammy.
Amaranth.
No.
Mr.
Maxwell?
Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
it was
of
Mr.
course.
Beast.
Fucking Jimmy.
Jimmy Donaldson.
The future CEO of Threads.
Yep. The future CEO of Threads. It's there in his bio, so it's true.
You also saw the Revolver Digital post. Or thread.
Devolver Digital.
My bad, Devolver, yes.
What do they say?
They're like, on a new platform, you can say anything. So they're like and follow us if you want to see. We have the creators of your favorite games, such as Red Dead Redemption and GTA. Like and follow us if you want to see Red Dead Redemption 3.
Nice. I like Devolver. They're cool. Sometimes they try too hard, but I feel like they're cool.
Yeah, they look like one of those companies that would be nice to work for.
Yeah. So, that is it for the Mr. Beast news. Now, let's talk about something interesting. So, I spoke about this briefly many moons ago. But Tommy, remember when I said that Amaranth was going to box at an event in Spain?
Yes. And she cancelled it, right?
She couldn't make it because of
excuses.
Medical reasons. She gave a whole medical thing, and I read it and it just went over my head. But it was she had to undergo treatment. She thought she could delay the treatment till after the boxing event, but then she found out that she had to go on the treatment immediately, whatever. But so I wanted to talk about the event itself, which is called La Velada del Año III. I absolutely killed that.
That's our Spanish audience.
Also known as the Night of the Year in English. That's what it's called.
Nice. Croissant.
And yeah, it was live in Spain, Madrid, Spain, at the Metropolitano Stadium, in front of close to 70,000 people in attendance. Guess how many people watched? Oh, it was hosted by a streamer called Ibai, who is one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. Guess how many people were watching at its height? The concurrent view count at its height.
43,000.
43,000. That's a good number. Max?
10,000.
10,000. Cool. 3.4 million.
Check the statistics.
God damn. Live concurrent.
Live concurrent, yeah.
Fuck my
it
life.
Reached 3.4 million. And I remember, I clicked on the link because I forgot what was happening. So I clicked on it and I saw at the time it was like 3.1. When I clicked on the link, I'm like, damn. Okay, you go, Ibai. Like, okay, go off. But yeah, he accused Twitch of capping his views.
Oh, I know this story. Okay, I know this thing. Yeah, I read about that. Okay, I did not know who the hell we're talking about, but now, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like minutes after the event started, it hit the 3 million mark. And he, it sort of broke Twitch actually a little bit. And he accused Twitch for capping his views, and Twitch vehemently said no, he didn't. No, Twitch said no, they didn't. Maggie said you believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe it. But it broke the Twitch record, obviously, which I think was previously held by himself. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's like the Latin American community on Twitch, man. It's just
sad,
the
bro.
The Latin American community, when it comes to supporting Spanish things or
it's true
Latin type of things, is very, very strong.
Yeah.
Like we see often about the Black community, specifically American, supporting Black things, but Latin is on a whole other level. Like they've got their own like music which have billion views that we've never even heard of.
Yeah, true. Very true. Let me correct myself. Just a brief correction. I said that Ibai hosted the previous world record. I was wrong. It was actually hosted by a Spanish streamer called the Gref G, who I have heard of before. I've also heard of Ibai before, but Gref G, who held a Twitch stream on 2.4 million viewers, in 2021. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this.
And you said he's Spanish.
Briefly. Spanish, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Bye. Okay, now, Tommy. Moving on to the esports news. Anything for us?
Wait, you don't? What the fuck, man? You don't even ask me if I have news. Fuck you.
He needs some milk.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, esports,
right. Maxwell, do you have any?
Yes, exactly. Esports don't expect me to have anything, but at least Twitch and YouTuber, sometimes I have something.
Okay, my bad. I my bad.
First time for everything.
My bad. Maxwell, hit us up with what you
damn straight is your bad. All right. First of all, I'm giving update on your news. Yes, your news that you gave us, was it last week, about dude who went to Thailand?
Yes.
Yeah, he guilty. 5 years.
Was that confirmed? Because I saw another article that says that he said
it's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Yeah.
Because I saw a thing that he said that it was the charges were dropped.
Well, that's what other people were claiming, and then when people were like, "Okay, source, bro," nobody could pull up a source. But
he doesn't admit it.
The official news is he's spending 5 years in jail, man, in a Thai jail. So, and people are clowning him because apparently he's a scammer. So people are happy.
Yeah, CoffeeZilla did a video on him and interviewed him and everything.
Yeah, that 50K shit and all that.
Was it 50K or 500K?
I think $500,000.
But anyway, guys, are you sure it's been confirmed? Like, guys, Google it, because are you sure it's confirmed? Because last I checked, he was facing.
Man, Google ain't shit, man. Twitter is the Pence Ultimates.
Okay.
I lie though.
I'll take yours. If you guys say that it's been confirmed, if you guys say it's been confirmed, I'll follow y'all.
Hey man, if we're giving false news, who's gonna call us out?
Okay.
YouTube.
Not Trump.
Okay.
Bars.
Anything else, Max?
Then what's her name? Colleen what?
Bollinger.
Yes. As it's the latest fad to be hating on her because of what's going on, and justifiably so, people have been going into her background, and damn, I saw a few clips of her background. Damn. So there was one thing where she did blackface and got away with that, and people like, y'all are only dragging her down now when she's been doing shit and none of y'all said shit. Then she has another video which probably, I don't know, it's a matter of opinion of is it as bad or is it worse as blackface, but she has a Gangnam Style parody. Mm-hmm. Have you all seen that?
Yep.
I've heard of it.
I saw a clip which was put up on Twitter and it was bad. Well, I was just like, holy shit, we lived in different times 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Nah, it was proper bad. I encourage people to go check it out. Not on YouTube, because you're probably going to help her monetize. Go on Twitter or something so she doesn't get any revenue out of it. And then go ahead and hate on her. you see, pirating.
Okay,
And then the
wait.
last thing,
Before you continue, we do not condone any hate or anything towards any individual. We do not perpetuate hate.
Yes.
Please
yes,
ignore what Maxwell just said.
Yes.
We do not
I
condone
spoke-
such actions.
I spoke foolishly, but I do condone pirating. In Creator Clash, or was that what was?
Oh yes, iDubbbz. Yes. Tell us about this one. I know.
Oh yeah.
Tell us.
Yes. So he came out
Mhm.
confirming what everybody had been suspecting, and people are now clowning for him. So apparently, the event made absolutely no money, and charities got no money out of it. And what was it? Was it 250,000 or 540,000?
Yeah, 250.
250, where he's in debt. So people, there are two camps to this story. There's some people, and I feel I lean to this camp, who are clowning him about this because basically they're justifying them. Before I say how people are justifying themselves for this, there are two camps. There's the camps who are clowning him for things not being successful, and I lean to this camp. Then there's another camp where they're like, it's unfortunate, it didn't do well, people should grow up, instead of clowning him and stuff like that. It doesn't really help anyone. But I lean to the camp who are clowning him because the reason why they're clowning him is, one, this dude was lazy in promoting the event. He didn't do anything to promote the event. Two, he was banning people or things like that if they spoke in a way he didn't like. And then three, there was a thing of people were like, hey, let the fighters talk shit. It builds interest. And he wasn't letting the fighters talk shit. So the failure on this rests on him and his girlfriend, wife, or whatever she is to him.
I think she's one.
Girlfriend.
Is it girlfriend?
Fiance, I think. Yeah, fiance.
Yeah.
But he's another person who's been cuckolded, right?
I mean, not really. I mean, she hasn't smashed anyone else. It's just the fact that she's on OnlyFriends. So, I mean, yeah.
So let me get this straight. She has OnlyFriends, and she hasn't done anything with any other guy. She's just done either solo videos or with him, or hasn't even put up any nudity.
Correct. No, nudity is there fully.
Okay,
What?
so has she done anything with any guy, or has she done anything with him?
So it's just solo.
No. Yeah, just solo.
Then people don't need to be like, yeah, it's not great to be in that position, but it's not as bad. It could be a lot worse. I'll give it that.
No, it's only because back in the day, before they were together, he would make fun of people like that. He would make fun of people having girlfriends who did that. And now look.
Okay, fine. I retract. I retract what I said then. People are justified to clown him. Like, don't talk shit. Otherwise, if he had said nothing and people are clowning him, it's like, oh yeah, why are you hating him? But the fact that he was talking shit, let people talk shit about it. Like, the screw being mature about the situation. Like, sometimes we need to be clowns over things. But yes, that's all of my stuff. I think there were other creative stuff, but I think they were petty, so I didn't think they were worth talking about.
Yeah. All right, no, thanks for that. Those were good points of discussions, especially the iDubbbz stuff and all right, esports news. Tell me, anything?
All right, so we have the Dota Internationals coming up. Super excited for that. It will be taking place later this year. Because right now we've got the League of Legends going on. So yeah, by June 19th, it was announced that also Dota is going to be moving away from its traditional battle pass system. And it's going to be changing up the prize pool for the event of the international that is coming. So yeah, the international will have more than last year's prize pool, which we still don't know yet, where last year's prize pool was $18.9 million on the line for the Dota International. So your teams this year are Team Liquid, Gaming Gladiators, Evil Geniuses, Shopify Rebellion, Tundra Esports, Talon Esports, Nine Pandas, Team Spirit, PSG LGD, Beast Coast, TCM, and Bet Boom. So we're going to look out for those teams. I don't really have a bet on any of them just yet. But yeah. And then same with the championships coming up. We have the Valorant Championships of 2023, which will be coming very soon, closer to the end of the year. No confirmed date just yet. Okay, they do not. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've got in the American League, we've got Loud, Evil Geniuses, NRG. And then in the EMA League, we have Team Liquid, Fnatic, FUT Esports. And then in the Pacific League, we've got DRX, PaperX, T1. And then in China, we've got Billy Gaming. And yeah, so keen to see how that's going to go this year for Valorant. And that is my esports. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you. I just have a few things. Well, one big thing and one other thing. So, on July the 1st to the 2nd, 2023, Redbull Kumite was held in South Africa. It's a big Red Bull. It's a big Street Fighter tournament. So this year was on Street Fighter 6, and it was held. Guess where, guys?
Durban.
No.
I want to say Joburg, because I mean, yeah,
okay.
Gauteng.
Okay. Max is right,
KZN.
but where? Where, Maxwell?
Wait. I think I should know this one.
Rembrandt Hall. I don't know.
Close.
What?
Wait.
What do you
Actually,
mean? You're lying, bro. Don't lie to me. There's no way
I was
this
gonna
was
say
held on
the sports center.
Yes.
The high
The graduation hall.
sports center.
The
It
graduation.
was essentially in Rembrandt Hall.
Yeah.
That is Rembrandt.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Cool.
If I knew this was happening, I would have gone, but I had no
Yeah,
idea.
same, bro. What the hell? Alma mater.
But yeah, so it was a big event. It saw big names from the Street Fighter community around the world, like Idom from America, Tokido from Japan, Leffen, who is
Corey Kenshin as well.
And you missed all of that. It was literally at your doorstep, and you missed.
No. The thing is, I knew it was coming because obviously Red Bull is just another brand like Logitech to me. But it's to say that like I've left that scene completely, and I'm not really into fighting games as much as I used to be. You know, DBZ is the only fighting game I care about. So like,
Dude,
I could have
go
gone
there for the network and the vibe and for the pictures and whatnot.
Yeah.
I know how I am. You know, for shit that I don't care for. But yeah.
But yeah, it was I didn't have the means to go anywhere even if I wanted to. But yeah, it was like I said, Leffen, Tokido, Idom, big names, just to name a few.
How much was a ticket?
That I don't know.
I think about 270.
Oh, word?
Oh, that's hella affordable.
Just limited by number. Yeah.
So last chance qualifiers were on the 1st. Yes, Maxwell?
I was just gonna say, you guys need to get lashings for missing out.
Hey man.
Who's gonna pay? You gonna pay?
Good dog.
Hey man,
Anyway.
I'll go donate sperm and get the money.
You what?
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, so the last chance qualifiers were held on July the 1st, I believe, and then July the 2nd were the finals, the top 16. And it was quite an event. So I watched it online on Twitch, and it was quite an event. It was, the crowd was hyped and everything. The biggest upset was the hometown hero Jabim. Jabim from South Africa went up against Tokido from Japan, who is arguably the best Street Fighter player in.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was no chance he was gonna win. No offense.
No chance who was gonna win.
The South African.
Oh man.
So you're saying that the South African lost?
Oh,
Am I wrong?
You are 100% wrong.
highly.
You are 100%
Really?
wrong.
Highly.
Yes. I watched that fight. I watched it like I watched this thing. It was close though. He won 5-4. It was very close.
When
was
was the
very, very
last time a
close.
South African won a tournament, a gaming tournament?
Why
Wait,
do
I
you
didn't say.
think
Whoa.
why do you think this
Slow
is the
your
news?
roll. Slow your roll, guys. I did not say he won the tournament.
Yeah, not the
Yes.
tournament.
Yes, I get that, but you said semi-final, right?
I said the top 16.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a semi-final, so I thought that far in, he's out. That's what I was assuming.
No. So the top 16, he went up against Jabim. Jabim went up against Tokido, and it was a very close 5-4, very close match. But in the end, Jabim took it. It was like the crowd was just every. I thought Tokido was going to win that one. I mean, it's Tokido. Everybody knows Tokido. If you're in the fighting game community, you know Tokido.
Facts.
It was crazy.
He had jet lag.
Japan to South Africa is a long flight. So yeah, the whole crowd was in. Obviously, his family was there. It was just it was loud. I had to reduce my volume. It was just loud. However, he lost to Oil King in the quarterfinals. So
Yeah,
but he did the damage. The damage was already done. He in an interview afterwards, he was like, "Look, it just goes to show that we can take these guys on, even if he went out."
but if you're not winning, it doesn't mean much.
Hey man, he beat
No
arguably the best player there. If you're the best player in the game, Maxwell, and I beat you, I don't care. I won. I can say I beat you.
Nah, dude, what does it mean in the bigger picture of things? It doesn't mean shit. Like, what if I was having a bad day?
I don't care if you're having a bad day.
Dude, I would
Tommy, back me up here.
No,
I mean,
no. Think about it. I would sooner you, Kojo, kick out the best guy, and me in my bracket, I'm going to make it to the final. And how I know the best guy is not even going to be in the final. I was expecting, at worst, I'll meet him in the finals. Now he's not even going to be in the finals. Shit, I've won. And not only have I won, I didn't need to beat the best guy to win it.
Yeah,
And people are going to remember that I won. Whereas you
Yes.
kicking out the best guy, nobody's going to remember you kicked out the best guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, tell that to everybody on social media and on the internet.
Dude, it's
Literally
15 minutes.
everybody.
15 minutes, they'll move on.
And everybody, and people were watch partying this. Like, there's some other Street Fighter player called Punk the God. Punk is also a very famous Street Fighter player. He was watch partying it. People from Japan were watch partying it. And they all got to bear witness to this South African guy from Alexandria, from more places, beat Tokido. It was, I thought Tokido was going to win. But hey, guys, this was bad. But anyway.
If it goes on to start winning other tournaments and international things, then this will remembered as this is when he came onto the map. But if he doesn't do anything beyond that, it'll just be like a 15-minute of fame of it. Hey, nice job, and then everybody moves on.
No, he's done. I mean, I think he's done things here. He's won tournaments here, and this was like the first big. I think his first big international tournament.
Hence why I said international.
Yeah, I mean, traveling to other places is expensive. So for the event to come here to South Africa, I think he jumped at the opportunity. So, but yeah, there were other things. Obviously, we haven't got to the winners yet. I'll get there. But other things happened, like a bunch of 5-0 victories. Problem X beat Idom, Idom was a very popular guy. He beat him 5-0. Akainu beat Leffen 5-0. And Leffen, those who don't know Leffen is a big name in the Smash community, especially Smash Melee. He's a big name in Smash. I know him from Smash. He's also, his other game is Guilty Gear, and he's new to Street Fighter. So he qualified. He came. He's from Sweden, Swedish guy. Came, played, and he got absolutely wiped by this guy called Akainu from France. Absolutely destroyed 5-0. It was a shame because I thought Leffen was going to win it because I know Leffen. I didn't know the other guy. But now I think I know all the top semi-finalists, I guess. So it came down to Big Bird from the Middle East, who's of Algerian descent, and Akainu, who is from France. And I thought it was going to be a close match because Akainu 5-0'd Leffen, and Big Bird was also dominant. But Akainu lost 5-1 to Big Bird. And a lot of people were happy because people were like, yeah, someone from Africa kind of sort of, even though he was He's of Algerian descent.
Yeah, and I was
won.
going to say that more Mena.
Yeah, he won the tournament. He won, the Redbull Kumite in South Africa. But it was a very interesting match to watch. Akainu did his best, but Big Bird he dominated. And Big Bird actually beat his teammates, Angry Bird. I don't know if the names are related or not, but they were teammates, or are teammates. He beat him to advance to the finals.
Bro, that gives me Vietnam flashbacks of what was that game that
Multiverses?
Yeah, Multiverses. Remember those Velma uses?
Yeah, I remember the Vermas, I remember the Batmans, I remember
the fucking Iron Giants.
The Iron Giants.
No, Kojo.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I know what
yes. Like, that gave me Vietnam flashbacks, man.
I know what you're talking about.
Although I managed to get my own back at those guys when I started beating them. Shame you were not online for that.
Hey man, I was busy doing something. But yeah, Redbull Kumite South Africa, there was a big event. It was held, I mean, the production value was great. It was great to see international talent show up. The likes of Justin Wong couldn't make it. He was replaced last minute by Akainu, I think. Justin Wong was supposed to show up, but he couldn't. Justin Wong also, everybody knows Justin Wong, big name in the street fighting community. But yeah, it was a good event. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there live, so I watched it online like a lot of people. And hopefully it returns. But yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome to watch. I'm not a big Street Fighter person, but I've been watching a lot of Street Fighter people play online, a lot of them. Probably after this podcast, I'm going to go continue watching some Street Fighter because it's an easy watch. But yeah, shout out to Big Bird. Real name Adel Anush, for beating Chris Onema, or Chris Akano Onema. 5-1, he won a very cool looking belt. Very cool looking trophy. So yeah.
What was the prize money?
That is a very good question. I actually don't remember.
Because I just think of, if I go to a tournament, I'm just thinking of, if I win, does it justify the expenses?
Oh yeah, it should. But yeah, it was a big event. And this is what Big Bird said. He said, and I quote, "I still can't believe it. It feels surreal and amazing. It feels so good winning the tournament here in my continent. I'm very happy to be the first ever African champion of Redbull Kumite," end quote. So yeah, shout out to Big Bird. Now, moving on to just the last thing I have to talk about is Tommy's favorite game of all time, Apex Legends.
Oh, yeah, Apex, let's go.
What do you mean by
Yeah. So the Split 2 playoffs, LAN playoffs, are being held again in London, where the Split 1 players were held back in February. They're being held from the 13th to the 16th, and best believe I'm going to be watching. 40 teams have qualified from around the world, from North America, South America, EMEA, APAC North, and APAC South. And it's going to be a very interesting event to watch. Last split in February, TSM, a very stacked team, took home the trophy. This split, we'll see who takes it home. So from the 30th to the 14th is the group stage. The bracket stage is the 15th, and the finals is the 16th. So yeah, can't wait for that one. And that is it for my esports news. Maxwell, any esports news?
Yes, I do. Not.
Okay. Good one. Anyway, so if that's all the esports stuff, let's move on to the discussion. Tommy, Maxwell, anything to discuss?
Not to discuss, but just to raise. So those of you who may or may not know Meat Canyon, he has released a Colleen Bollinger parody.
That guy is quick.
Apology.
Oh, those people are quick.
Yes, like, dude, I love Meat Canyon. But yeah, definitely check it out. Link in the description. And yeah, that's all I have.
Have you seen the Guitar Hero one?
Yeah. I watched a lot of Meat Canyon, bro.
Actually. Maxwell, anything to discuss?
Nah. Wait. No, no, not gaming. I was about to start talking about football. Soccer for the All-Americans.
Come on. Okay, then. Let's move on to the news blitz then. Maxwell, hit us up.
All right, so we start off with talking about a French gamer who got banned on Rainbow Six for cheating and proceeded to swat Ubisoft in Montreal back in 2020, has received his sentence of 3 years in jail. A lot of people think that's not enough, but man, it's whatever. I believe some ordinary game was like, nah, he should be getting 15 years or something along those lines. Then remember the Apple versus Epic games and how it concluded with both sides having to make some concessions, but ultimately Epic was allowed to offer players a way to pay around Apple's paywall?
Yes.
Well, Apple is not going down without a fight, and they're appealing the decision, and the case will now be going to America's Supreme Court. I'm no paralegal, and I don't know US laws, but allow me to assume that this should be the final boss challenge in this whole drama. I think after the Supreme Court make their decision on this, I don't know if Epic can appeal, or if that's that, everything is done and we move on with our lives. But whatever. Then lastly, in a gaming win, Sega is quietly pulling away from blockchain as they're beginning to realize it won't go anywhere. Now, if money-greedy Square Enix could also experience a similar enlightenment, and we'll be Gucci. And that's it for the gaming blitz. You guys have any blitz to add?
Not me. Tommy?
Nope. Nada.
All right. Any final thoughts before we close?
Blitzball.
Blitzball?
Yep, those are my closing thoughts.
I bet.
If you know, you know.
All right.
Nothing closing for me now.
Nothing. All right, then. Let us close. That is it for the show, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more, whichever is applicable to your preferred platform. We make sure we're everywhere. Otherwise, if you have any comments, suggestions, or just want to say what's up, you can do so on Twitter or in the comments section. That's all for this week. We'll catch you again next week. Be good, stay healthy, and join us again for more gaming tidbits. From me, Kojo, Tommy, and Max, we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.